low self-esteem, hurt, and regret. Meeting the needs of your spouse must be your vision and your mission in marital relationship. But you must know these needs before you can meet them. You must know these needs before you can meet them. There are general needs of women or a wife, and there are general needs of men or husbands. And then there are also specific needs. If you want to succeed in marriage, you must know the general needs of your spouse. In addition to that, you must know his specific needs. You must know the general needs of a woman. What touches a woman? What makes a woman? The unfortunate thing today in life is that when you talk of marriage, everybody think of sex. The only thing that enters into his head when they talk about marriage is sex. When he sees a lady, he approaches a lady, "Oh, I want you to marry me," there is nothing he wants apart from sex. He doesn't think of anything again. Oh, this lady is fine, beautiful. The only thing in his brain is sex. Ask many boys and girls that get married on the day of their marriage, why did you marry this girl? All he sees, I see is a lady that dresses very well, that looks fine, beautiful, has a good job. Oh, this one is good. The only thing that enters into his subconscious mind is just sexual intercourse. Apart from that, ask him, why did you marry? He does not have any convincing, logical, reasonable reason. Many people have no reason going to marriage at all because they don't even know what marriage is. To them, marriage equals sex. And therefore, when you don't know what marriage is, you don't have an insight into the rudiments of marriage, and you go into it because of sex, the moment you get married, the moment you have the sex, you will soon be tired of it. When you become tired of it, you become obsolete, and you are wearied in it, and you wear out. A lot of people, after they got married, come to a point of regretting, because after they got married, they now discover that there is more in marriage than sex. That's why ask more than 80 to 90% of people that are walking in the street, so to say, that are married. A lot of them are living in regret for the marriage. Ask them. We may dress very fine. We may come to church and wear tie. We only cover our regret and cover our bruise and our ruin. Why? Because there is misplacement of priority and vision in the pursuit of marriage. Very unfortunate. If you see the few people that succeed in marriage, they are people. In one of the lectures, I want to teach the singles the 18 preparations for marriage. 18. I want to take them through that course. The 18 preparation for marriage. For those of you that are married, you can't go back to that realm. You might have made that mistake, but I want people that are not yet married, take them through. By the time we pass through the 18 and I score them, you see that majority of them score 1 over 18. 18 preparations for marriage. You never succeed in life in what you did not prepare for. It is impossible for you to succeed in life in what you never prepare. You can't go and write an exam that you didn't prepare for and thinking that you will pass. No. No. The grade you carry in an exam is a function of the depth of the preparation you make for it. And it applies to all areas of life. To succeed in marriage, let me just go briefly. There are 8 basic fundamental needs of a woman. I mean, the woman that is reasonable. Not the woman that is irrational. For a reasonable woman, there are 8 basic needs that the woman should look for in a man that wants to get married to. When a woman finds these 8 needs, 8 basic needs in a man, you will succeed with them. The woman looks for these 8. Every man that wants to get married must have these 8 basic needs of life. Every man that will succeed must have these 8 if he will succeed in that marriage. If he misses any of these 8, he won't succeed very well in that marriage. Number 1, the power of provision. 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 Power of provision. Every woman look for a man who will be a husband that possesses the power of provision. When God was instituting marriage in Genesis chapter 2, let's look at it. I read from verse 18. Genesis chapter 2 from verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate for him. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle and to all the fowl of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmate for him. Verse 21. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And he slept and took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God has taken from the man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said, this is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman because she was taken out of a man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. And they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Now look at it. Verse 18. And the Lord God said, it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helpmate for him. Verse 19. And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air and brought them unto Adam to see what name he would call them. And whatsoever every name Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. Verse 20. And Adam gave name to all cattle and to all fowl of the air and to the beasts of the field. But for Adam there was no found a helpmeet for him. 21. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept, and he took one of the ribs and closed all the flesh instead thereof. Look up, everybody. Is that scriptures? No, very funny. Listen, God said, it is not good that God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make for him a helpmate for him. Is that not clear? Exactly. Now, the next thing that I expect is for God to create a woman from the man. Verse 18 said, the Lord God said, it is not good for the man to be alone. I will make for her. So I want to create a wife for him. Is that clear? Then the next verse says, out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and asked Adam to come and give them name. And the Bible says every name that Adam gave them, that was the name. Adam gave name to the cattle, the beasts of the forest. But that was not, verse 18 said, God said, I want to make him. What is the relationship between I want to give him a wife and calling animals name? I don't know whether you understand what I'm talking about. What God said that it is not good that the man should be alone. I will make for him a helpmate for him. What you have expected that the next verse, but that verse 18 did not come until it came to verse 21 or 22. Where did God do the creation? Oh, the way you are looking at me, I don't understand. Verse 21. He said he wanted to do it in verse 18. He didn't do it until verse 21. So there is a gap of verse 19 and verse 20. God said, I want to make a helpmate for him. Verse 18, I want to create a wife for him. That's verse 18. Then God just suddenly stopped creating the wife. And God created animals first. Created animal, create bird, create vegetation. And then called him to come and give him names. And then Adam came and began to give name. After I finished giving the name, God said, okay, let me create a woman now. What's the correlation? Must he name animal before he needs a wife? Is naming the animal necessary for him to get a wife? The answer is yes. I want to create a wife for a man, but this man that wants to get married must not be a dummy. For him to be qualified to get married, his brain must be sharp. He needs high IQ. He must be a resourceful man. His IQ must be high. He must be a bundle of ideas. His intelligent quotient must be superb. He must be a goal setter and a goal getter. He must be a reward generator. He must be a wealth creator. He must not be a dependent. He must not be a liability. He must not be a nuisance. He must have all it takes to take care of the woman I want to give to her as a wife. He must not be sleeping while the wife is going to work. He must not be waiting for the wife to bring money before they cook soup. He must not be waiting for the wife to pay house rent or school fees of children. He must be able to manage the home. The woman must be able to see that is a good, resourceful, productive manager of the home. He has all it takes to take care of the family. If he fails in that area, he's disqualified from getting a wife. So God gave him that test first. All the creation, you don't know all the things that God created. The animal world, the fishes world, vegetation world, Everything God created. Say, Adam, he says, sir, I want to give you a wife. But if you fail this examination, you are disqualified from getting a wife. Name everything that I've created. Adam, without a prior knowledge that he was going to sit for an exam, came out and faced everything. He said, your name is Iroko. You are mango. You are banana. You are every of the vegetation world. He gave them name. He went to the insect world. He went to the fishes world. He went to the animal world. He went everything. But as he was naming them, God was watching. Bible says every name Adam gave every living creature, that was the name thereof. He didn't give two names to one. He didn't get to a place. What will I say now? No. His intelligent question was sharp. As the Bible said, he gave name to every. After God said, yes, this one is resourceful. He can take care of a woman. I will now give him the wife. And then God went ahead. Today, you see dummies getting married. No woman wants to marry a man that is a dummy. A woman. You don't marry a man you are managing. You marry a man that you are excited with. Every woman wants to be proud of the husband she married. The moment there are traces in you that is a disgrace to your wife, you have lost your integrity and your prestige. You are not qualified to get married. The man that wants to get married must be equipped with all the resources for providing for the home. Power of provision. A woman wants to see that in you. Listen to me. From my experience, I discover that even if a woman has 1 billion naira, he's still interested in the 2 naira of her husband. He's still interested in that. Listen to me. That is why today also, I don't believe in a boy that wants to get married and does not have the resources for taking care of the wife. I won't support it. You won't tell me you want to get married when you are still staying with your parents. You are living at the boys' quarter of your father's house and you want to get married. You are not fit. You are not fit. You are still staying, even if your parents have an estate. You now have an apartment in your father's estate and you want to marry there. You are stupid. What if your father didn't have it? Leave that estate. Go outside and go and marry a single room. Accept responsibility for life. Accept responsibility for the lady and the children God will give back to you. The moment you get married and you don't have what they call financial independence, and you are still being taken care of by your father and your mother, the resultant effect is that it is they that will be running your home. They will tell you how to relate together with your wife. And you can't say no because they feed you. If any of my daughter come to me that you want to get married, the first thing is, who is the man? Let me see him. The moment I see you, and I see who you are, and I know that you can't even take care of yourself, I stand against it. I won't support it. Because you will sell the family. The family will be in shambles and frustrated. That is why, sir, the teachings I'm giving to all these youth is that one of the preparation for marriage is the way you take care of yourself. The upbringing and the development you give to yourself. If you know, You must bring yourself up in a way that you are not a liability in life. You bring yourself to life. If you must go to school, go to school. Get to any level your colleagues get to. Get to a level where you have the means to take care of yourself in life. If you are not going to school, if it is a trade you want to learn, be skilled. You want to be a fashion designer? Don't be a poor fashion designer. Be a fashion designer that kings are looking for. Be a fashion designer that sews for kings and queens. You want to be involved in a trade? Be skilled in the trade. Be equipped in it. Come to a platform where nobody look down on you. A woman will love a man who is a star. A woman will love a man they can be proud of. That she can make the husband a reference. If you don't get to that realm in life, you have not brought yourself up to that realm in life. School, you didn't go. You went to school, you didn't finish. You didn't graduate. You went to learn a trade, you didn't finish learning the trade. You have no job you are doing. You are staying with a friend, and then you are approaching a woman. You are staying with a friend, and you are approaching a woman. They should slap you. Power of provision. Power of provision. I speak to all these youths, sir. Get prepared for tomorrow. And what you do now is the preparation you are making for tomorrow. Listen to me. At your age now, what you don't do now, when your age past that level, you can't come back to do it again. You didn't go to school. At 30 years, you want to begin to do jam? No. You didn't learn a trade? You now get... We had a wedding we are preparing for. We had a wedding we are preparing for early this year. I'm supposed to travel to US. But because I was called to that wedding, I'm a very bosom friend to the father of the girl. The girl read the US. I came back to US and is working in a very fantastic company here in Victoria Land. In fact, she got a job in US but decided to return home. Fantastic lady. And then the father happened to be my friend. So they had fixed the wedding date for the time I was supposed to go to US. I changed my date because of that wedding. Because I was to preach in the wedding. So 2 weeks ago, they called me that the wedding is cancelled. The wedding is supposed to be in April. Why did they cancel it? The father of the lady sat down and they called the boy. What work are you doing? He has no job. Which school did you attend? He didn't finish Polytechnic. What are you doing? Nothing. Where are you living? He stayed with a friend. The parents of the girl came together, they called the girl, they said, you are stupid. You went to school in US. You are marrying a riffraff. Somebody that is staying with a friend. So that after you get married now, it's your salary they want to be used to be feeding. To pay school fees. The father said the resultant effect that there will be inferiority complex after the wedding. That's why some of the boys that resort to flogging their wife is responding to inferiority complex. It's a complex problem. You think I will take cane now to flog my wife? My wife's a senior lecturer in the university. Even seeing her, every time she dresses up and is going to office, I'm excited. I'm happy that is my wife. Every time I visit her in the office, all the HOD go, oh, this is your husband. Welcome, sir, welcome, sir. I will now take cane that I want to flog her. But where if I am a nuisance and a beggar, and he's going to work and I ask for money, I didn't give me, then I will slap her. He's responding to inferiority complex. So if you want to succeed as in marriage, you don't just look at a girl you want to marry. You bring up yourself to the level of being able to marry. As a matter of fact, you approach a person that is in your class. Yes, that's the reality. You approach a person that is in, everybody determines his class in life. You approach a person that is in your class, at your level. You don't have power. You think a lady will have a sumptuous job, and then we see a man who is a nuisance, that is jobless, that has nothing at all, and then come to you. Even for you to say no, for you to say yes, you want to marry him, is out of frustration that you have overspent your days, that nobody will come to you again. A woman we want to say yes to a man is proud to relate with and present anywhere as a husband. The man must have the capability to provide for you, for your children, and for the family. Power of provision is one of the basic needs of a woman that he wants to see in the man that he wants to get married to. The moment you get married and that power is missing, is absent, the marriage will not succeed. It will take the special grace of God. I have said times and over again to all these my youths, whether boys or girls, make yourself an asset in life. Make yourself valuable. Don't make yourself useful. Make yourself valuable. To be valuable is to be more important and more useful than being useful. Listen, when I approached my wife that I wanted to marry her some years ago, she was happy and excited because she knew me and she knew where I was going. The first day I went to see her mother, she took me to her mother. She was dancing. That's the way it should be. Everywhere today, every time they are going to their family house and I follow my wife to that place, a king has arrived in their midst. The last time, December, they were quarreling in their family, so they wanted to settle the quarrel. My wife said I should follow her to go there. I went and I sat down. All of them sat down. The head of the family was talking. He said, we are so honored today to have the general overseer of Total God's Bible Church sitting down with us in this meeting. He said today is the greatest day of our life. Everybody is happy. When they have talked and talked and talked and talked and talked and talked, the final conclusion must be given by me. He came to the issue of money. There was an issue they were fighting about. I look at it and I said, don't worry, no, you don't. I will send the money to you. I will send the money to you. They clap and wah. You don't need to be fighting for this small amount of money. I will send it down. I'll transfer to the account. That's what it takes to be a man, a husband. Power of provision. That's the first thing. A woman will be looking for a man that possesses that power. God made sure that he sees that power working in Adam before he gave him a wife. God saw that Adam was a success is subjecting his mind to rigorous exercises in life that can generate results. God made sure that Adam was a wealth generator, a wealth multiplier, a wealth manager. God saw it in Adam. He said, I will make him a wife. After he has named all the animal, he wants to say, okay, let me give him a wife. Power of provision. So a woman needs a man that possesses the power of provision. A man that has financial independence. A man that has services and products that attract patronage and create wealth in the journey of life. That is one of the needs of a woman in marriage. One of the basic needs. That is the man that the woman can be. Listen to me, when God was instituting marriage, he said, I will make for him a helpmeet. Who is a helpmeet? A supporter. Helping him to meet need. When the woman comes to a point that he is the person that is carrying the need of the family, and the man has become a helpmeet, is the man that is helping the woman support. Sometimes the man does not even have anything to add to the woman. There is a destiny diversion. The man has become the wife, and the woman has become the husband. There is a perversion and diversion of destiny. It is an anomaly, an aberration. So listen, you want to get married. Who am I? Do I have the resources to take care of the family? Can I provide for the home? And if I were a lady and a man come to approach me, I will not think of whether he loves me. There are many men that love, but they don't have what it takes to be a husband. If you marry them because of love, the love will soon die, and then the load of the family become a rock upon your destiny. So that's why I talk to you about love, the limitation of love in marriage. He loves me, he loves me, he loves me, he loves me. How can a liability love you? You don't marry because of love. You want to marry because of sex. No. You marry because he has the wherewithal and the capability to stand in the place of a husband for you in the house. That's how you get married. That's why I challenge all the youth. Go for what it takes for you to carry value in life. You must go to school. Go. And don't go to school and reach to middle level. Reach it to high level. Are you a graduate? Today, graduate is like school sat of those days. When I finished school sat and I was teaching the secondary school, I was like a star. At that time, there were not many secondary schools in those days. For you to teach in secondary school, they were looking at me and saying, but today now, even you will be ashamed to say that you are school sat. You will be ashamed. Because school sat of today is like primary one of. School sat now is first degree. In our present, school sat is first degree. For you to say your minimum is masters. For you to say you go to school, minimum is masters. With all the proliferation of schools now, you can't be a new boys here. One day we were discussing. I said, what do you do? He said, I do Yahoo. I said, you are mad. Is Yahoo a job? Is it a job? Look for something that you are skilled in. Are you IT? Are you IT? Look for something that you are skilled. That. I do Yahoo. Anything you want to do, listen to me. I don't do two things. I preach. That's my job. But I'm a star in it. I am a star in this preaching. This is the thing I do. They called me at it was yesterday, Redeem, Baba Deboye's church. Sir, we are having a 7 days program. We want you to take your date first before we tell, before we tell every other school. At Ebute Meta, I said, I will check my diary. Please, sir, I will check my diary. I looked at my diary. I saw a day. I said, okay, I will give you. Thank you very much, sir. Then we can call the other speakers. No, they said, I have to pick my day first. The other available one, they give other speakers that are coming. Whichever one, if you want to be a shoe shiner, go and look for a polish in heaven that is not available on earth. That when you put that polish on a shoe, angels will bring their shoe for polish. Are you hearing me? There is a shoe shiner in Aja that they will come from America to bring shoe for you in Aja to shine. That is life. When you are a novice, you are not a genius in what you are doing, you will be begging for part. You will be crying for customer. Looking for customer is a sign that you don't know the job. When you come to that realm, you can say you want to marry. There was a man in the Bible, I think Caleb, you will see the story in the book of Judges. She has a very fine lady, girl, the first daughter of Caleb. Fantastic lady, wants to marry. So every man in Israel was struggling for the daughter of Caleb to marry. Every man was struggling. So one day Caleb said, all of you that want to marry my daughter, come. So they came together. I said, let me give you a test. Go into the midst of the Philistines and bring the foreskin of 80 Philistines. That means you must be able to kill the Philistines and then circumcise them and bring their foreskin to Caleb. Nobody will dare it. Everybody ran back. A boy in the Bible, they call his name Othniel. The boy tried it. He went to the camp of the Philistines and slaughtered the Philistines and brought the foreskin. Caleb said, you are the one that can marry my daughter. He gave him the lady. Power of provision. Number 2. The second lady in a man is the power of leadership. The power of leadership. The second need of a woman. When a woman is somebody that has